Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at this very beautiful Jeep YJ, and I will take it on a short drive and then compare it with my Mahindra Roxor. So to get things started, we actually had two of these Jeep YJs, one from the late 80s and one from the early 90s. So Jeep had been manufacturing the CJ, which is the civilian Jeep, from 1945, 44, 45, all the way up to 1986 when the YJ Jeep was introduced. I believe it was at the Chicago Auto Show as a 1987 model year Jeep. So the fundamentals of the CJ Jeep remained the same, but there was a few cosmetic changes, notably the headlights, and it won't be until I think 1997 when they will go to the TJ that they would go to coil springs. So here we have the three vehicles side by side. Mind you, the Jeep with the hardtop has an 8-inch lift, whereas my Roxor has a 5.5-inch lift. Also, that Jeep is sitting on 35-inch tires. Mine are also 35, so there you can have a better idea of what everything looks like. They are very comparable in size. One of the things I noticed was the windshield on the Roxor. You know, when you have the hard cab, then you have a very big windshield, and it allows you to see very comfortably out the front of the vehicle. So there you have the three Jeeps, and you can compare the sizes. The one on the right is one of the older ones. It's from 1989. So those are some of the things I noticed that jumped at me immediately. I saw the YJ Jeeps and trying to compare them with the Mahindra Roxor. After looking at the Jeeps from the outside, I jumped in and went for a short drive. I will be giving you my impressions as I progress with the drive. You can see the arrangement they have here. They have wheel spacers, and I think they are different sizes because even the axles, I believe, are 1-ton axles. So they use different sized spacers to make sure the tires would be the same distance from the body panels. Also, you notice the LED headlights, and those are 12.5 by 15-inch tires. You also have the fuel can, which is strapped to the body of the vehicle, and a shovel for digging out the vehicle in case it gets stuck. There's a step where you would have the hitch normally, and you also have a full-size spare tire. So you had a variety of engines. You had the 4.0, you had the, I think it was a 4.6, and then there was also a 4-cylinder engine that you could option these YJ Jeeps with. There was a 3-speed automatic transmission, a torque flight, and that's not recommended. They are durable transmissions, nothing wrong with them. It's just that they are geared such that when you're on the interstate or the highway, then the engine RPMs would be very high, and consequently your gas mileage will be very poor. So the best option is the bigger engine with the 5-speed transmission. Alright guys, so there's an 8 8-inch lift on this Jeep, and it also has a spring over axle. And to get in, compared to the Roxor, it's almost similar, but this one it's quite high, I'll tell you that. Sitting position, it's okay. I love that I have all the gauges right here. There is a CB radio. You have the gear shift, including a throttle hold, hand accelerator right here, which could you could use to hold your throttle when you're crawling.
And lock box.
There's a lock box.
That is rhino lined. The whole interior is rhino lined.
Interior is rhino lined, that like she said, and then you have your high-low shifter right there. There you have the pedals. It's got the straight inline 6. I don't know if it's the 4.2 or the 4.0. You have hand grabs to get in easy, cup holder, and yeah, feels very much almost like the Roxor, just that I have a smaller windshield here compared to the big one I have on the Roxor. And this is the phone holder. All right, so that's pretty much it. Feels very much like the Roxor, like I said. The seat is way more comfortable. It's from Rugged Ridge, and it has an inflatable bladder for lumbar support. So let's go ahead and fire her up. Starts right up. That's great. All right. Put it in reverse. Where's the parking gear? Oh, it's on the left.
It's a foot one.
Okay.
I don't think you saw.
So it's got a foot control parking gear. Is that the reverse?
Sometimes it's a little tight to get it in there.
The gear shift is very crisp, you know.
Very crisp.
So we got it in reverse. A little bit touchy on the clutch, so I think this might be a newer clutch.
Yeah, yours is way out here.
Yeah.
And mine's real tight.
Yeah. First impressions, it's amazing. Drives great. Let's get it on the road. Oh, this thing has a lot of power.
She's got the low end gearing, 4.8 gears in the transfer case, so
okay.
it rides real slow, like it's built for crawling.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's a really smooth ride, and the owner says even when you bring it up to speed, there is no death wobble.
We can jump on the freeway if you want.
Absolutely. And it's also got lockers up front and back, or just the front?
Front and back.
Front and back. It's got lockers on both the front and back at the rear axles. Really nice and smooth ride, I should say.
We'll get on the freeway and go back to the light.
Yep. We'll do a turn here, get back on the freeway. 4th of July, so everybody is out.
Yeah, she's still low geared. I usually start her in second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those gears, that's like really good for towing or crawling. Let's go here. And it has the Jurassic Park theme, which I like a lot. Nice smooth ride.
If you want to put her in 4 low or 4 high, we can do that too.
Okay.
Yeah, you can outwalk this thing in 4 low. It's so slow.
Wow. Just crawled, huh?
Just inches. And it'll climb up a vertical freaking cliff face. It's amazing.
Wow. So how do you get to 4 low?
So that's high. So back is to 4H, then neutral, then 4 low. So we're gonna go back. Oh, I've never done it with my left hand. Okay, we might be there. There it is.
4 low, okay. We're in 4 low right now.
Yep.
It wasn't too bad too.
Real gentle on the clutch.
And it's crawling. Wow. Yeah, that's really crawling.
Yeah, at that crawl, it'll literally climb up a straight vertical.
Wow.
I've actually got a Jeep video from Idaho with this thing in it.
Oh, you do? That would be nice. And let's move back to 4 high. That was easy. So as we head back into town, you can see already there's the 4th of July in the air. Everything has been cleaned up, and you have the American flag flying along the streets, and from businesses, fireworks are being sold all around town. So I was saying that the transmission to avoid would be the one by Peugeot. I think towards the end of the production run of the YJ, they transitioned to AISIN, that's AISIN, which I believe is owned by Toyota, and those transmissions are more reliable. Common issues to look out for when you're trying to buy a YJ Jeep would be to look for rust, especially on the frame towards the rear. Oil leaks are common. Make sure that the previous owner most likely would have taken out the carpeting, because those Jeeps are notable and notorious for leaking. So it will leak, and if the carpeting is still inside, it will trap moisture and cause you problems down the road. You have the headlight stock and also the indicator light stock, which is a common failure item on these vehicles. Also for the carbureted ones, which were early in the production run, from the mid 80s to probably the late 80s, those carburetors can be quite finicky, but they're easy to upgrade to a ported fuel injection, and that can be easily done. Very common upgrade. What else? I think those are the main things. Those vehicles did not really have computers. The interior came from the Jeep Cherokee, so many items are in common between those two platforms. So all in all, the YJ gives an experience very, very close to the Mahindra Roxor, but you just feel the difference. You know, the wiring, everything about the Roxor is so much more newer, modern, and not maybe 20-25 years old. For me, that was the big selling point that I could see for someone trying to get a YJ or a Roxor. Of course, the Roxor is not street legal, even though some jurisdictions would allow you to tag and title the Mahindra Roxor. I believe Michigan would do that. So check with your local Department of Transportation, and that way you get the most up-to-date information. Apart from that, both platforms seem very similar. You can tell they're all basic, off-roaders that can be heavily modified. And the huge difference for me that I could see was the Roxor, amongst other things, has that nice 4-cylinder diesel engine. That for me was a huge selling point to get the Roxor instead of a Jeep. So those are the main things I really could see, and that made a difference for me between the YJ and the Mahindra Roxor. Driving position very similar, but you definitely notice the smaller windshield on the YJ. The hard cap gives you this very spacious view through the front window. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.